Again, just checking in with the subtle body. The subtle body is made up of the channels of energy and the chakras. The channels of energy, also known as the meridians. That's the Chinese system, and then the Ayurvedic system known as Nadi. Keep pushing down into the feet. Lengthen up through the back of the spine and out through the crown of the head. And roll the shoulders back and down. And if you've got your eyes closed, just open them gently. Bring the feet in to maybe 3 or 4 inches apart. And then we're going to bend the knees. And if you can see what's happening with my knees, if I come down like halfway, like this, yeah, you try that. And then if you let your knees just collapse together, you can sort of just feel like you're hanging in a hammock and it's also relaxing. And then if you force your legs to be straight, then you switch on the core, you switch on the legs, and it's more of a job to do rather than just relaxing. And that's what I want to see. Just make sure that your legs are parallel, okay? Now we're just going to stretch the arms up, keep the nice and neutral spine, and then sink and dig. So we're going to do this dynamically. So we're going to inhale, straighten up the spine and drop the arms down. Exhale as the arms come down. And inhale, lift the arms up. Start to bend the knees. And as you exhale, sink a little bit deeper. Inhale, arms down. Straighten the legs. And then exhale, arms all the way down. So from the side, keep moving here. Make sure you've got a nice neutral spine. And then if you want, you can hold the position here. Sinking down, keeping a neutral spine. Yep. Every inhale, lengthen, soften and neutralise the spine, lengthening up the back of the spine. Every exhale, dig a bit deeper. If you can do another 5 breaths, if you need to stop, just lock out your legs and hang forward. Otherwise, stay here for a few more breaths. Don't let your breathing go completely chaotic. And then just gently come down. Take the legs a little bit wider, lock out the knees and hang forward. Just resting here with the elbows in opposite arms and the head and the neck and the jaw relaxing down. And take the hands down and just roll the shoulders. And slowly come up to standing, walk the hands up the front of the legs. Nice and slow. Okay, take a few breaths. So we're going to do warrior 3. So I'm just going to demonstrate as we just take a nice natural step forward. I want you to spread the toes out, come down onto the outside edge, the outside edge of the foot, and then spread across the front and then take a step down. And as you take that step, putting the weight onto that front foot, I want you just to stay here and then push the heel down and lengthen up the leg, lengthen up the spine, every vertebrae all the way up through the crown of the head. The neck is a continuation, so try not to bend the neck, just keep it nice and straight. And then take the arms out and lengthen through the arms and feel the stability that comes from making that footprint as long and wide as you can. And then just start tipping. Start tipping the torso, making a T shape. Push the heel out behind you so it's a flexed foot, a welly boot that you're wearing. Stretching out with the arms to the side. If you feel stable, you can come all the way overhead. like a rocket, and then you can take the hands down and you can think about coming round to the side. Make sure you feel stable and make sure that you're lengthening as much as you can through the arms and through the spine. This is where your inner stability is going to come from. Good. Have had enough, you can come down. If you want to stay on that side longer, that's fine. Just make sure that you don't crash land. Just come down gently. And then just do whatever you want in between. Just shake out your legs, massage your feet into the mat. Whatever you feel you need to do. And then when you're ready, focus, pushing down into all the points of the feet. And then just step across with the other foot, grounding down into the toes, stretching that leg back, stretching the arms out. Make yourself as tall as you can. Make your arms as wide as you can. Then start tipping. Keep lengthening as you tip. This is where your stability is coming from. If you feel stable, then you can take your arms overhead. And then bring the arms down, turn, hand on hip. Push that leg out, lengthen through the spine, lengthen through the arms. And then gently come down when you need to. And shake it all out. Well done. Okay. Let's just come to a wide-ish leg, so not really wide, but a bit wider than the shoulders. Soft knees, hips facing the front. You're just going to loosen out the spine. It's nice Taoist twists. Patting the internal organs. And bringing it in more towards the centre. And then come back, shake out. Let's come down, slowly come down. Coming down and bending the knees. And then coming all the way down onto your mat into a seated position. I just want to check the time. Oh, yeah. Okay, just sitting down on your sit bones. Pull the flesh away. And then just bring the legs forward. Roll the shoulders. So think about the spine in three separate, distinct sections. The base, the root chakra, is the earth element, and it pushes down into the ground. And then the central part of the lower back, the sacral chakra, is the water element, and we want to just squeeze that flat. And then the air element is the upper chest. Just lift the collarbones vertically up. And really think about these three separate actions, keeping a nice long, straight, strong spine. Pushing down into the sit bones, and with that action of pushing down, feel the body just floating up naturally. And then as you inhale, lift the arms up. And as you exhale, just pull the torso forward and down. We're going to move dynamically here, up and down. Inhale up. And exhale down. We're massaging the internal organs and stretching across the back. Keep moving in. Breathing in as you come up and out as you come down. moving in time with the natural breath. And just bring the arms down. And then take your right leg and see if you can sit on your heel. So your perineum is sitting on your heel. If that's not comfortable, just take a different position with that leg, whatever you need to do just to be comfortable, okay? Then we're just going to fold forward and feel that intense stretch up the back of the leg. Take the hands down, make sure that you're level so you're not twisting one way or the other. And if you have your hands down, that'll help you just to check in with your positioning. If you have quite easily got a hold of your toes, then that's fine, but if not, don't wrench yourself forward. If you've got a hold of the toes, just bend them back and intensify that stretch. Take the head down towards the knee and stretch right down the back of the body. Stretching from the ball of the foot all the way up the back of the leg and all the way up the whole of that back line of the body, which stops at the forehead, is all being stretched out. Stay here, just relaxing, head hanging down. And then gently lift the head, walk the hands back, and then come back up and just do anything you need to do, maybe windscreen wipers or just stretching the legs out, whatever you need to do just to release and relax and restore. And then we'll swap sides, take the other leg down and just come forward onto the heel. And then just sink forward. Slowly. Again, if you've got a hold of your toes quite easily, that's fine, but don't worry about it. And drop the head down towards the knee. Stretching the whole of the back of the body. Stay here, couple more breaths. And then just lift the head, take the hands down, walk the arms back, come back up and shake out. And let's just come forward into cobbler pose. So just take the soles of the feet together. You can open the feet out like a book, or you can clasp your hands round and pull. So you're pushing the feet towards each other and the knees are coming out to the sides. Roll the shoulders back and then just see if you can come down and up. So keep a nice straight spine, just keep the neck neutral. It's just a continuation of the rest of the torso. Just coming back up and forward again. Forward on the exhale and then back on the inhale. Moving with the natural breath. And then come down and hold the position. Don't hold the breath, just hold the position. And then slowly release, come up. And then just gently move the legs around. And then coming down onto your back. Lying down. Take your right knee up and the left leg straight down. Take your left hand across the outside of your right knee and just drag it across into a twist over onto the left side. Just feel that releasing in the hips, hip and the sacrum. And then gently roll back onto your back. Just bend the knees up, move around, shake out, reorientate yourself on the mat, and then take the left knee up, or right leg across the outside of the left knee, right leg straight down, and then just take that thigh across to the right, and just feel a nice stretch in the hip on the other side. And then gently unravel, bring your knees up, move around, stretch out, and then just take whatever last movements you feel you need. And come into relaxation. If you want to get any layers on, any socks or jumpers, just get yourself comfortable. Help, I'm stuck in my jumper. Well done. And then just when you're ready, take your feet to the edge of the mat and roll the feet open. Take the arms about the same angle as the legs and just have the palms facing up. If you need to have a pillow or something underneath your head, that's fine. Roll the shoulders. If you've got lower back issues and you want to, you can bend the knees up, take the feet to the edge of the mat and drop the knees towards each other. Okay, so just lie here. Once again, just paying attention to the physical body, connecting. To the present moment by focusing on the breath. Breathing all the way in and down into the belly. Feel the belly gently blowing up like a balloon. Feel the tension just releasing from the pelvic floor, from the hips and from the belly. The belly expanding, that whole abdominal cavity expanding in every direction. Pushing down into the pelvic floor, out into the sides and back into the sacrum at the lower back. And then swallow and relax your jaw and your tongue. And just feel that softness and fluidity in the tongue as it spreads down and across the base of the mouth. Feel the fluidity moving down the neck, into the collarbones, the shoulders, all the way down the whole body. Just feel the whole body melting down into the mat. Aware of the connections of the physical body with the floor or the mat or whatever you're lying on. And feel how the breath actually changes the shape in the chest cavity. Feel that in the way that the spine connects with the floor and how these connection points, the vertebrae up the back, actually change connection with the floor. And as you exhale, feel the back of the shoulders sinking down into the mat, into the floor. And I guess you can stay here as long as you want, really. It's really up to you. Don't know how many parties you've got to go to tonight, so it's up to you. If you are getting up now, take your time. Don't just sit bolt upright. But when you are ready to start moving, just wriggle your fingers and toes gently, deepening the breath, just picking up the energy again, and move really slowly and really take your time, gradually bringing yourself upright again. So as I say, it's entirely up to you how long you stay here. Everybody wants to go. So just get up slowly, just having a stretch when you're up. Big stretch to pick up your energy again. So stretching your arms up and bending back. Stretching up the sides, that is all conducive to the energy lifting up. And that's what we need now for the rest of the evening. So thank you very much. Namaste. Om Shanti. Stay safe. Okay, I'm going to put you all back on sound again. Let me put you all on sound again. Oh. There you go, you can talk again.